All right. Just last week, I made a video, and in that video, I was calling on all Nigerians in diaspora. I was telling all Nigerians in diaspora how we need to begin to come together to think of how we can help fix our country. First, I said before I begin that video, I was going to use Pidgin English. And I think some people misunderstood me why I said that, why I use Pidgin English, because when I went to the comment section you see why so many people were so kind of excited about the information I was given, and so many were saying their thought has been on the same issue for long, that we all need to come together to bring up ideas on how we are going to help salvage our country, Nigeria. And I was quite surprised with kind of some remarks, some comment. And there was a comment that says that I was kind of insulting Nigerians, because the reason why I said I'm using Pidgin English, I was referring to the fact that that some Nigerians don't understand that good English, or that Nigerians lack understanding of good English. That was why I was using a Pidgin English. I think he got the message wrong. The reason I was using Pidgin English was that, I don't want people I was talking about, the other nations, to understand what I was discussing, because I see that discussion as an in-house talk. So I want us to understand ourselves, understand what I was trying to put out. I never wanted the other people in the other side, the other nation I was talking about, to understand what I was saying. That was why I used Pidgin English, but that guy misunderstood it. But even after that, the guy failed to, take the message, but he was looking at the content. At least the message has been passed. Another thing another comment I saw on the comment section was that one said that I said people have forgotten where they come from. That how can I say that? Because that each and every one of us in abroad send money to Nigeria. That how can I say that would they forget where they came from? Everybody send money to Nigeria, and if all Nigeria that send money to Nigeria will cease to exist, Nigeria will collapse. I do not see any reasonable argument in that, because one, I do not see how you're sending money to Nigeria has saved the situation on ground. Yes, I know some of you will argue. Maybe the person that even posted that comment will argue and say, okay, the money we are repatriating to Nigeria, in fact, the government are getting a levy from it, indirectly getting VAT or whatever, if that money is spent, or maybe household or in business. The money, indirectly the government gets their own share. In fact, if you go do your research, last year alone, the money that was repatriated to Nigeria through foreign exchange that people in abroad sent to their loved ones for business in Nigeria was, totaling to an amount of about $22 to $25 billion. That is not small money. Contributed about 12% GDP to Nigeria economy. But I think what you should look at is this. Now, if you take out of that, what the contribution made to the economy, the one that goes to the government purse is about $1 billion US. Calculate that to money. To Nigerian naira. So, if you look at that, you see the huge amount of money that is going to the Nigeria purse in terms of money that will be repatriated from abroad. But the fact remains that where does that money go? To private pocket. That money goes straight to the private pocket. That money that the federal government get from that repatriation of whatever amount was, was serving to Nigeria, that money is not used for the purpose it's supposed to be used for. It goes to private pocket, which is why the country is in the situation it is today. And the person went further to say that if Nigerians are not sending money back home, then Nigeria will collapse. In fact, whether you send money home or not, Nigeria has already collapsed. In fact, I speak to you now, Nigeria has collapsed. The mistakes many of you still made is this. You think you have a government in Nigeria. What you have in Nigeria is organized criminality. Is an organized, criminality that is headed by Tinubu. A criminal enterprise, organized criminal enterprise. That is what you have in Nigeria, not a government. So this is where most of you are still making a very big mistake. So for you to say that if you don't repatriate money to Nigeria, Nigeria will collapse. Nigeria has already collapsed. Whether you send money to Nigeria or not, Nigeria has already collapsed. And not the money you send to Nigeria will build the economy of Nigeria. Yes, it contributes, some percentage of, to the Nigerian economy. That is if the money is spent wisely, if the money is used for what it's supposed to use for. But I'm telling you now that even the money you think you send to Nigeria, that you think will make Nigeria not collapse, the money that's supposed to go to the federal purse goes to the private pocket. As I speak to you now, the country is collapsed. But I'm surprised that most of you still think that you have a government in place. You have no government, you have criminal enterprise headed by Tinubu. Now, look at the whole institution in Nigeria. No one is working. The institution has been hijacked by the criminal enterprise in power right now. The judiciary has been hijacked. Police has been hijacked. INEC has been hijacked. Every institution has been destroyed by Tinubu and his gang. So, as it stands now, Nigeria is collapsed already. Nigeria is a failed state, whether you believe it or not. So, my video was centered around the fact that all of us that are living in diaspora, it is high time we begin to come together and begin to plan on how we are going to save our country. Like I said, it might be a very long journey. It might be a very rigorous journey. So this is why, if you see my video, it's not for everyone. It's people that I know, that I believe, that they still have that belief that Nigeria will work. Because I've also seen so many comments that says that it is a waste of time, Nigeria is destroyed already. What I was saying in that video is that don't just sit on the fence. Don't sit as if you don't have anything to contribute and say it doesn't concern you because you think you've run away from the suffering that is going on in Nigeria. Because whether you believe it or not, like the other guy said, that you sent money to Nigeria, yes, because it still have affect you in one way or the other. Because you have family back home. You have age period back home. You have brothers and sisters back home who need your help, whom you still send money to every now and then. And most of you will agree with me that the money you send to Nigeria now, if Nigeria was to be a country that is okay, that is good now, that is, everything is working fine, the money you are sending now should be less than what you are sending now. And the kind of pressure you have now from left, right, and center, even me talking to you now, pressure from left, right, and center, friends, family, every now and then, open your phone, messages, send me this, I need this, hospital bill, everything. Because the economy is damaged. The economy has already collapsed. So if you are saying that if you stop sending money to Nigeria, the economy will collapse, the economy is already collapsed, because even the one you are sending, you think, money is going there from to the pocket of the government. They're not used for anything. the money ends in their private pocket. They steal the money, the revenue they get. Like I said, the money that was repatriated to Nigeria alone in 2025 run to 22 to 25 billion US dollars. And it gives about 12% GDP to the Nigerian economy. And the revenue the Nigerian government generates from there, it's about $1 million. That's not small money. But yet, that money goes back to the private pocket. That's why you see the system, there's nothing working. So, I am bringing this appeal again to anyone, every one of us watching me right now. It's time. That time has come. Like I said, if you see what is going around all over the world now, I use UK where I am as an example. Maybe the place you are, something similar is going on. Now they feel you are the problem. Immigration is their problem, which the politicians brainwash them with. Meanwhile, that's not the main problem. The politicians have succeeded in brainwashing them. Now they now see you as their enemy. The point I was making is this. Let's begin to think of how we can build our home. Because these people might wake up tomorrow. It might not be today, it might not be in 2 years' time, it might not be 3 years' time, but that time is coming very soon. The way things are going. Apart from the fact that they will not ask you to go home, now they are looking at you as their problem. Now, like I said, for some of us now, it's very difficult for us to travel home. Even when we go home, we'll be going with, walking around with fear. If anything, we cannot even be looking around, walking, doing whatever we are doing fear. We do very hurriedly and maybe go back to where we come from. Our own country, we'll be afraid of moving around. That was a country in years back. You can do whatever you want to do, travel whatever you want to travel on the road. But now you can't even do, I believe most of us, when we go Nigeria, travel to Nigeria, we can't even travel on the road. Because of fear of kidnapping, So these are the things I'm talking about. That the country is, completely destroyed. So you don't need to sit on the fence. And if you are still one of those who says, Nigeria doesn't concern me, but like I said, pray Nigeria doesn't happen to you. And again, there was one comment on that video that says, Nigeria will never happen to me in Jesus. I reject it in Jesus' name. Okay. Nobody is praying for Nigeria to happen to them. And I believe that person that is even praying that prayer, Nigeria has happened to him or her. He doesn't know. Nigeria has happened to him or her to the extent that for me, maybe people are afraid to travel to that country, the country you come from. You are afraid to travel there. Has Nigeria not happened to you? In many ways, Nigeria can meet you in anywhere. Anywhere you are. I was using the embassy as an example. UK embassy. When I went there, Nigeria embassy in the UK. When I went to renew passport for my son, little boy, I was just not up to 1 year. What I went through. But like I said, that place is improved now. The young minister that is handling that place now is trying. But go to other embassies. The story I heard from people I know that live in those other countries like Germany, Spain. All these European countries. There's nothing to write them about. Some, they don't even come to work. Like I heard. They're not even there. If you want to process a passport, it might take you 6 months. 3 months. Not in the UK, there are things like the last passport I did. Like I said, I will give kudos to that young man I said in that office. The last passport I did, I was surprised. I filled everything at home, online. Within 7 working days, I got the passport posted to my address. I didn't move from my house. The only thing I did, moving from my house, was to go to post office and post my old passport and post the envelope and the stamp. They call it a stamp order, the money order they using. Sending this stuff to me. That was the only thing I did. Post office very close to my home. The next thing, within 7 days, I got my passport in UK. Yeah. So I give kudos once again to that young man. But like I said, if you go around other embassies in the world, like most of these European embassies, Nigerian embassies in these European countries. There's nothing to write home about. This is what I'm saying. So if you are in one of those countries, Nigeria is already happening to you. See what I mean? So the reason for that video was to call each and every one of us. I know the video might not, because there are some people, you will see some comment that you are not, you'll be shocked about, but there are people who really want a change, want to know how we can come together. This is why I'm bringing this second video now. So if you know you are really, you are interested, you are not supposed to be, told or moved to do this if you are living abroad. If you know you are willing to give yourself, we're not looking for multitude to get it started. We're not looking for numbers. A change can begin with just few individuals. So if you are ready to be part of this, like now, what we're just looking for if we just have like 20 to 50 people who will be committed, ready for us to take this on. You can see you can go to this my information on this page. You see the email address. Go to the handle. See the email address is a Gmail address. Send your detail to me, and I will get back to you. Once we get ourselves organized, even if we are 10, 20 people, you can kickstart. We can start whatever we need to do. Like I said, I have so many ideas, and I believe so many of you have ideas to suggest, to bring together so that we can begin to see how we begin to talk to ourselves. I cannot just begin to say, let's do this here, or some other person comment, let's do this. If we do it, it will be disorganized. We will not be united. We will not be coordinated. But we need to know ourselves that are committed first. By the time we know ourselves that are committed, even if it is 5, even if it is 10 people, then we can begin. I begin to coordinate ideas. You will see that when we begin to coordinate ideas, build a structure, see that people of the same interest begin to come in. So if you are one of those that want to get this started, drop your detail. Just go to the handle of this page. You see a Gmail address there. Put your details. I just need your contact details, your WhatsApp details, where I can easily reach you, so that we'll begin to organize ourselves. Then organizing ourselves means we have a meeting, begin to think of the way forward. We cannot just begin to say, okay, let's begin to commit here. And no, it will be disorganized, it will not be arranged, and at the end of the day we get tired and just wave off. We want something that will be structured, organized. I believe you me, if we begin in a small way, I'll begin to organize ourselves well. We see people of same opinion, like mind, begin to join us, and it will begin to grow bigger. We need to do something fast and save our country. Don't sit on the fence. Don't say Nigeria doesn't concern you. You have people back home, even if it's not affecting you now. You agree with me that you have people back home, brothers and sisters, friends, parents back home that are here in the heat, that are suffering right now because of what Nigeria is going through. The situation, this criminality they call leader, government has put Nigerians to. We need to work together to see how we can get collective ideas to help fix our country. Like I said, a word is always enough for those otherwise. Don't say it doesn't concern you. Nigeria should concern you. The situation it is now, it should concern you, so that you have hope to go to. Thank you once again. God bless you. Like I said, if you are interested for us to start this in a small group, drop your details. You see the email handle on this page. Drop your details. We'll get back to you. And do well again also, if you want, share this video so that it goes around to many people that you feel that need to see this. Together, we can build our country. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.